Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Roadshow stage. Roadshow by CNET, our live coverage here at the 2017 Detroit Auto Show, the North American International Auto Show, to give it its full weight and due. Welcome back if you joined us just about 20, 30 minutes ago for the Shift Awards from Roadshow, where we had 4 categories and our Disruptor of the Year. We were recapping that a little bit later on in the morning. I'm Brian Cooley, editor-at-large at Roadshow, and for the next 5 hours, we're going to now bring you a series of really insightful live interviews with important automotive industry executives and industry experts to put all this show into context here and do it in a way that's very relatable, that makes sense to all of us who are people in the automotive marketplace, as well as those who are merely buffs of the automotive trends and automotive technology. And to kick things off this morning, I'm very pleased to be starting with Nissan. Joining me now is Mamoru Aoki, who's Executive Design Director with Nissan Motor Company. Mamoru, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
The Nissan Rogue Sport was the big news here at the show. Describe to me where it fits from a design point of view in your line and related to the main Rogue that we already know.
Okay, starting from Rogue. Rogue is a big hit for Nissan.
Yeah.
So for December, the Rogue had a 4th sales position total in USA. That means the top 3 is a big truck. So the best seller in the passenger vehicle.
Okay, so
that
after 3 big trucks is Rogue.
Yes, Rogue.
It's very good.
Yeah, better than a Camry and better than Accord. It's a big, news for us.
A major seller.
Yeah.
So you come along with another model now, the Rogue Sport, that is a derivation of the main Rogue. How do you want consumers to see this slightly smaller and little different looking and feeling Rogue?
Yes. Rogue is a very roomy vehicle, has a 3-row and a 2-row, and then for the family, basically. But the Rogue Sports will be slightly shorter and lower and a very compact 3-segment crossovers. That's fit for more empty nesters and the younger generations because it's a compact, also affordable cars. So very fit to those peoples.
How long was this in development? When did you first get the indication from corporate, I imagine from product planning, when they first came to your department and said, we need something to fit this category? How long did it take to bring this car to market?
Yeah, those two cars developed at the same time. Because, Rogue is for mainly US and China. And at that time, we called Qashqai. Qashqai is for Europe, yes? Originally, the Rogue Sport is a Qashqai for Europe. So developed at the same time, and now we decided to bring this car to US.
Okay, that's right. So this was a matter of bringing to the US a car that already had a base in many other regions.
Yeah.
So when you do that, from a design point of view, what did you have to adjust and modify to make it right for this market? Because this is such an important market, obviously. You want to get it right.
Yeah.
How did you reinterpret it for the US?
The basically design is the same as European Qashqai, but we modified the tail lamp and the headlamp and the grille slightly. And for interior, we add lighter color interiors. In Europe, doesn't have a lighter interior. Just Qashqai have a black interiors.
Okay,
so
just black.
Just black.
Okay.
So to fit to the US market, we add very light color interiors.
Now, so I'm fascinated by this. What is it about the US that requires or demands some lighter interiors and a different face, it sounds like, as you redid some of the lights? Why is that changed from market to market?
Yeah.
What do you know about what a different market thinks?
This is basically according to the customer demand. The European is rather cold, basically, the temperature. So US has a warm place.
Yeah.
So people like lighter color interiors, basically.
They want a lighter interior to reflect a warmer climate.
Yeah, 50-50, yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then what about taillights and headlights? I'm always intrigued by that when you redo the face of a car or the tail of a car for a different market. What is it that Americans want in a headlight array and in a grille that is different from other markets? How do you establish that?
For the grille, the main difference is we add the radar in the grille.
Forward looking.
Yeah, yes. That is the main change.
And how about the tail lights?
Tail lamp is fit to the U.S. market. The European has LED
Yeah.
type of tail lamp, but we modified the tail lamp using more, the you know the boomerang shape
Yeah.
signatures.
Yes.
So we emphasize the boomerang signature.
The boomerang
we
shape.
make a new tail lamp
Okay.
for US.
So this brings me to the question of where is Nissan right now in terms of your look and design? If I'm going to be a consumer and I look out over your entire array of concepts to your oldest model in the line, where should I look to see where Nissan's going?
So year 2013, we published the Resonance, which become Murano, that is Shoka.
All right.
And 2014, we published the sports sedan concept, which become Maxima. And then now we published the Vmotion 2.0, which showing future generation. So we call the Maxima and Murano the first generation of Vmotion.
All right.
And from design vocabulary wise, we call the emotional geometry. That is the first generation. And then now we publish the new Shoka named the Vmotion 2.0.
Yeah,
so 2.0 means showing a future generation. It's not a evolutionary change. So we are continuing using Vmotion and very dynamic body side character line.
Yes.
But we emphasize a lot. For example, Vmotion. Murano and Maxima using slightly smaller the Vmotion grill.
All right.
Yeah, but if to see the Vmotion 2.0, the big chrome is very pronounced.
More pronounced.
Very big, and Vmotion is come down to the bottom, and license plate is inside the grill.
Huh.
It's big, and it's very proud of the Nissan aspect.
This is a very it's evolutionary, but it's a pretty big evolutionary
big
step.
evolution.
It's very pronounced.
Yeah. And visually two-dimensionally like that, but also three-dimensionally we emphasize the treatment of the Vmotion movement.
Okay, the depth.
And the Vmotion signature is continuing to the body side. It's a big move.
A lot of what you do as designers in your department is well understood in the industry. The language you're talking to us right now about design and what it speaks and all of this. How well do you think consumers appreciate what you do in all of its nuance? Do you ever feel frustrated that they don't see all the details, or does that matter? Do they just perceive the car as a whole, or would you like them to really understand all the little things that you did around the car individually?
But to have a consistent appearance is important, of course.
Yes.
But what we want is to look distinctive, to be recognized as a distinctive car. That is a final target.
Sure.
Yeah. So to be consistent and to be very distinctive. So both together is our target.
Yeah.
So to do that,
and especially with all the challenges you have to meet today, we were talking, you have to meet regulatory standards, pedestrian impact, aerodynamics, lighting and bumper placement, and all this in different regions. You can't just do whatever you want as a designer. You've got a lot of bounds, don't you?
A lot of limitations. Yes, but it's a challenge. But for designers, it's a fun, of course.
That's part of the fun, isn't it? That's part of the challenge.
Yes, like a puzzle.
Yeah, like a puzzle.
Yeah, how to make a puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, we need to have a strong intention what we want. But
to
as
get
you said, there are many restrictions. But how to avoid those limitations is the challenge. Very interesting challenge.
Yes. Last thing I want to ask you, I get a lot of email from our viewers, from younger people who would like to be automotive designers like you.
Yeah.
In this modern era, here we are in 2017, well into the 21st century, what are the 1 or 2 or 3 skills that you think a person needs to have to be a successful automotive designer? It's not just about sketching beautiful shapes, right?
No. Yeah. designer need to know many things. Of course, as you said, what's happening in the market and what's happening in the technology side. And recently, EV and autonomous and connectivity is a big issue for the car industries.
Right.
So to have electrical information like connectivity ITs, to know those issues are very important for the young designers. Otherwise, they can't design.
You have to know the content within the car before you can create the
they have to know
the shape.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's
Not
a
only
lot
shape,
of
yes.
a lot of people think it's mostly an artistic pursuit, but it's very much an engineering pursuit.
Artistic is of course important, but
Yeah.
yes, as you said, technical and those information are necessary. So
Yes.
both together, as I say,
All right,
like
well,
a
now,
puzzle.
now
like
you
a puzzle.
students know what you need to study. You got it from one of the senior
not
people in
only
the industry.
studying, not only as this aspect. Yes.
Yes, you have to know a lot about the
You know
industry
a
and
lot,
about
yes,
people's appetites
yes,
and
yes,
where they're going.
yes, especially what's happening in the market.
Yes. Before I let you go, I always like to ask senior executives, what are you driving these days? What's your current car?
X-Trail in Japan, so Rogue.
Ah.
Rogue.
Okay, of course, you got the Rogue.
Yeah.
All
I got
right,
the Rogue.
love it.